Hello guys, this is your host PushDustIn, and joining me today is Epic Martin 7.
Hi.
And also Nirbion.
Hey.
We are here today to discuss the newly announced Nintendo Labo. If you haven't seen it, then Nintendo Labo is a do-it-yourself cardboard kit for the Nintendo Switch. There are two kits available on April 20th, about 60 or 70 US dollars each. One has a variety pack, which includes a bike, a fishing rod, a house, and a remote control car. Whereas the other one has a robot that you can build, and it's like a robot fighting game. So this announcement was kind of a surprise. Nintendo did say it was aimed at kids, but a lot of people have mixed reactions about it. So Epic, what do you think about this newly announced Nintendo Labo?
I thought it was pretty interesting because what it tells me is that Nintendo is starting on their actually no, not starting, they're continuing the promise of branching into other pathways as a means of promoting their brand. So for example, they're making mobile titles to basically advertise their newest IPs. They are making possible movies to promote their IPs. But now they're essentially going into the toy market to promote the Nintendo Switch, which is smart. It's a smart thing in my book.
Yep. Okay, how about Nirbion? What do you think?
It's so Nintendo, honestly.
Yep.
I mean, we all saw. I mean, there was some rumors about a Lego spin-off or something else, but I think having something such a creative way to encourage children to make their own things, to earn their robots, and that's just so Nintendo.
Yeah.
You can clearly see that Nintendo is still the toy makers they are back then and still today, but I was surprised. Genuinely surprised. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I was also pleasantly surprised because I think it's a fantastic way to bring families together. Because
yeah, that's true.
You can have your dad, your mom help you build these toy cons, and then you can play them together. I think it's a great activity for families. I remember a couple years ago I gave one of my nephews a house that you could paint and build that was made out of cardboard, and he absolutely loved it, and he had it in his room for a very long time. So seeing them branch out with these toy cons, I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they can also paint it with their colors and draw their own characters on it. So it also also brings a lot of creativity from the children. And I mean, nowadays it's a lot about technology. Children, even with 5 years, are already having smartphones, are already getting used to technology, and I think it's a great way to combine both of those worlds, the technology and the handcraft
and
work.
To add what you were saying, Nirbion, I actually think that a couple years down the line, once the Labo kind of diminishes in price just a bit, possibly. We don't know.
Yeah, that's a little bit why I can understand the criticism right now about the price.
Right.
And that's a little bit evening. I mean, for one of the cardboard sets, you have to pay $70.
Yeah.
Yes.
And software is included. But I can see parents seeing this and said, what?
Yeah.
$70 for cardboards? No way, I might get myself.
Yeah, because
you
have to buy the Nintendo Switch on top of that.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. That might be a little bit too expensive.
Yeah,
and if you have siblings, then the cost goes up even more, because then you have to have two Switches.
Yeah, and yet we have to buy two sets of toy cons and such on.
Yeah, it's the expense kind of gets it makes me a little bit nervous for the future of the product. But what I'm saying is, if this product is not like Nintendo games where they retain their value throughout 10-20 years, I could see when the price goes down educational like systems possibly adopting this. And I say that because a lot of children like to build. And when I was younger, my teacher, kindergarten teacher, first grade, second grade, whatever, they had Legos, they had like buildable bricks. I could see this being used as a fun little side thing once things go down in price.
Well, I can't see this honestly, because it's still just an entertainment product. When we nail it down, it's just an entertainment product for kids to bring over their families to build their Joy-Cons and such. And for schools, it doesn't really have any educational benefits, to be very honest. And I think if they want to provide for their children, their students, ways to handcraft work and such, I think they are going to do a lot more cheap stuff. Or what I say, cheap stuff. They won't go the Nintendo route. And I think Nintendo knows this. I think Nintendo knows this as well.
I think one thing that you'll see is you'll see a lot of knockoffs with smartphones.
Yes.
Pretty soon. In less than a year, I could already see people using this concept for smartphone games.
Yeah, I mean, this could be very likely, especially with the current prices Nintendo ask for the parents. And I think that could be a problem. I mean, a tiny little, because everyone has a smartphone, everyone can build their own smartphone con or whatever they wanted to call it. And yeah, and it's not even something you have to patent. Nintendo can't ask, hey, you're stealing our ideas. I think that's public I don't want to say public domain, but in a similar way.
Yeah.
It's an idea everyone has access to.
I mean, ever since the beginning of time, people have been using cardboard for imagination. So, I mean, technically speaking...
Yeah.
So...
That's true.
Well, there's a couple of other products that were shown but aren't currently available for sale. One kind of looks like a megaphone or a launcher. Another one is a camera. Another one is like a duck or a bird. There's a steering wheel, as well as like a joystick or a driving stick. So it'll be interesting to see what other packs they have available in the future.
Yeah. So I think currently what caught me the most interest is the Mega pack or whatever.
The variety one?
I just have. Yeah, the Toy-Con robot.
Oh yes.
That's what it's called. I think that's especially interesting because it kind of resembles the concept Miyamoto had for I forgot
Giant
the name.
Project Robot.
Yes, you know, this is a game I wanted to hear. And I think someone said it already on my feed, and I think I agree there. I think they're reusing a lot of their Wii U concepts.
Yes.
They couldn't use it for the Wii U and just put it there.
Yeah, and it's a great way to combine the motion controls and the gyro controls of the Joy-Cons and have it be practical for a game.
Yes.
Because I know like people kind of roll their eyes with the Wii accessories, like, you know, there's a tennis racket and with the Wii Zapper and everything like that. But people really got into that.
Except the vitality sensor.
Yeah, but
well, that never happened.
Exactly.
Honestly, that never happened.
They had a vitality-like sensor for the N64. Tetris 64 used it.
Yeah, I mean in a very different way.
Yeah.
But that's more so obscure.
That's a different topic. But anyway, I really enjoy the products, and I think they have the potential to make their way into mainline games, kind of like the Toy-Con robot. Like I think it's not that far off to see the fishing rod be usable in Animal Crossing, or the camera be usable for a Pokemon Snap spin-off. Like, I think the potential is there.
Potential is there, yes. I mean, it does. The best thing about this Toy-Con lineup is you have to build it your own. And Nintendo can in the future offer just cardboards without the software or even printable. Yeah. And this way can bring it more to their audience, or who might need it or want to enhance their experience. with Animal Crossing or Pokemon Snap. So we know Pokemon Snap 2 won't ever happen.
Don't say that.
Just be real.
The dream lives on.
I'm saying, yes. I'm saying that. I'm only saying that because I want to be the dream come true. Because as soon as if the dream dies, it will happen.
Nirbion, obviously, the
Mark my
steering
words.
wheel is for F-Zero. Come on. Like, Miyamoto said he was waiting for a new way to play, and this is it.
Good point.
F-Zero's coming. It's
Yes.
confirmed. You saw it in the trailer.
Oh my god. This is... yes, perfect. You all cried after F-Zero. Now you got your F-Zero.
No, they're just gonna start releasing cardboard games.
Yeah. Star Fox Zero Cardboard Edition.
Or Mario Party with real
Yeah.
boards.
That would actually be pretty fun.
They kind of toyed around with that idea in the last Mario Party because they have the Amiibo board game.
Yeah, true.
I just want to bring up something that was kind of hilarious to me, just out of coincidence. This is kind of related to the topic. A couple years back, there was actually listings on eBay of people selling cardboard Wii U's. I'm not kidding you. And the auctions kept on going up to like $15,000. Like, just thinking about this now and thinking about this like in the past, I just find that wholly ironic. Just how much like things have evolved. Like,
Going back to the Toy Cons, I really like the customization. I think it will be smart for Nintendo to sell to sell basic replacements. Like if you want to make a new house, here's a new house that you can go ahead and color, and it's only 500 yen or 1,000 yen.
Yeah. Nintendo has a lot of options to bring more variety to their Nintendo Labo
And like
franchise.
Nintendo is also, they have a Nintendo store in Japan, so they can go ahead and sell these individually on that store.
And might even sell exclusive houses with exclusive stickers and such. I think there's a lot of potential to make more money of limited edition Nintendo Labo houses or Toy-Cons motorbikes on such, and I think Nintendo will take advantage of this. I'm very
and I
sick.
do think too, like we could start seeing bundles with the Switch itself once the product becomes fully developed.
I mean, imagine like buying the Switch and then using the cardboard that the Switch came in to make a Toy-Con.
That would
be actually pretty neat.
It would.
Yeah, like
Literally
there's no waste.
Instead of thinking outside the box, you think about the box.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
Well, do you guys have any final thoughts before we wrap this up? This is just a quick discussion.
Yeah, I agree with the most of the part. I also think Nintendo Labo is a great idea. It might be at first a little bit too expensive, and I'm not sure if parents are convinced to buy cardboards. I mean, in their eyes, it's just cardboards. Let's be real. They don't think, whoa, they have such value quality with more software. No, they see it's just cardboards. And I hope with the Nintendo Labo workshop, they can bring a lot of attention to parents and show them that it's might be a little bit more worth and more valuable.
I'm a little bummed that you have to have like a kid with you to go to the Labo, because I totally would have gone.
Yeah, same. I almost
just want to like find a random kid and be like, "Hey, kid, you want to go play with cardboard with me?"
Hey, kid, you want to play some Nintendo Labo?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I guess for my final thoughts, Xbox Edition 1? Xbox Edition. Get it? Heh.
Haha.
Nah, I get it. I get it.
That joke.
I get it, yeah.
I'm going full Andre Seegers here.
Yeah, I think he would like that.
Shoutouts to him.
I'm very sure.
Okay, well, I think that basically wraps up our discussion. So you can go ahead and follow us on social media by clicking on the description below. And also, let us know what you think about the Nintendo Labo. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think it's too expensive? Let us know what you think. As always, remember to return to the source, and have a great day.